Good morning. So, chickens love toys. Well, they love toys when they're full of food. They're not too keen on just toys to play with. I've tried that, believe it or not. And they just look at me as if to say, well, I can't eat this, I don't understand. But if they have a special toy that enables them to get food out of it, then that's very different. So we got them some new toys, and coming up to winter, we always try and increase the variety of food that we provide for them because there's less around. So they have their chicken feed, which is the stuff that gives them all the vital minerals and vitamins and things to help with their egg production and whatever else they need. And then they have their grain and wheat and things like that, which I give them later in the day, because all that food digesting in their system helps to keep them warm. Also provide fat balls through the winter, which also helps to keep them warm, especially overnight when the temperatures can drop quite low. But it's so much more fun when you can play with your food. So let me just show you. Yes, I know, that's not a new toy. That's the bits from the fat ball that I dropped on the floor from the packet. But they are having a lovely time, aren't they? Trying to pick up the tiny little bits. I don't know whether you can hear the beaks are bashing, which is a bit alarming because their beaks are bashing on the floor where they're trying to pick up these tiny little particles, which is quite amazing. Anyway, the new toy is found straight away by Lola, who is quite familiar with this type of thing, that you hit it with your beak, well not your beak, but their beak, and the food comes out and lands on the floor. It's a bit harder to use than their original one because the original one swung a lot more and therefore food can come out easily, but you'll see that in a minute. But she's very happy playing with that. Now, Alice has been very happy bullying the other two, and as she does, but now she thinks, oh, I'm going to go and have a go at that as well, which leaves the other two to be able to pick up more of the bits on the floor. There we go. Alice is playing with it as well. Now, it takes a little while sometimes for the other two to realise what's going on, and I think if they were on their own without Alice and Lola, they'd know full well what to do, or they'd find out quite quickly. But they've got Alice and Lola to show them, so it does make life a little bit easier for them, I think. Yeah, this isn't a new toy. This is my pot full of rocket plants, little rocket plants. But Sandy does like to sit in it, and she thinks it's great fun. So I let her sit on my rocket. I've got loads of plants to eat, so it doesn't really matter if she's decided this is a good spot that's just for her. So this is the original peck toy that I got for them, and the food falls out of the bottom, the grain falls out of the bottom when they peck it, and quite a lot comes out. I think it's probably better for them that way up because when it gets damp, it doesn't all clog up quite so much. There's the fat ball, see it's in the bird feeder there. I've got another one outside their run, and those little footballs there, when you peck it like that or kick it as Lola does, then the food comes out the holes. They're actually made for rabbits and small mammals. I don't think Sandy's got the hang of quite hitting it hard enough for the food to come out properly, but it's fun for them. God, did you see that? Poor Alice. So, not surprised. Yeah. She's taking that out on the other two there. I shouldn't laugh really, but I do find it quite funny. Because as I've said before, she was bottom of the pecking order when we had three. And she still gets pecked by Lola, as you saw. especially if she's trying to get in on whatever Lola's trying to do. But the other two are below her, so she could go and peck them. They stand still as if they're trying to get her not to notice them. Look, Dusty is trying to sneak in. She wants to go and play with that. Oh, oh, oh. That was clever. She kicked the football so that Sandy could get some of the food out of it. She's trying to work out how to get in there. She is quite brave when it comes to the likelihood of getting biffed and boffed. So I put the new toy in there now to see if it enables the Dusty and Sandy to have a little play as well, or whether Lola and Alice just decide that they're going to have both of them. So let's see what happens. Well, yeah, Alice wants to have both of them. It's sort of working. They have more of a chance, but still it seems that Alice and Lola want all the toys. But there's more chance that they can sneak in. Sandy's got a chance now. She can have a little go at the toy. She bashes it so delicately, doesn't she? Let's give it a little pat. When you compare how Lola bashes at things, poor little Sandy. It's so delicate. Dusty wants to sneak in now and have another go. She watches quite closely as to how she might be able to get in there. And Sandy's left the other one. Let's go round the side then, and then no. She's trying to stay out of Peck's way, let's say. No, that didn't work, did it? Poor thing. Okay, they're both having a go now. Oh, seems like it. Oh, oh, oh. That's very unusual. Dusty and Sandy usually get on really well, and it's usually Sandy that's at the bottom of the pecking order, not likely to attack Dusty, who, when you look at it, Dusty is bigger, and she will get quite a lot bigger than, well, probably than all of them eventually, I expect. It's getting dark now, and Alice had gone to bed, but not for long because I'd come out to have a look. As you can see, it is getting dark now, and Alice doesn't like to be up when it's getting dark at all, and neither does Lola. They go to bed, the older ones go to bed much earlier than the little ones. So, bedtime. I don't think Alice can stay up for much longer, so she'll start making her way to bed soon. There she goes. It's funny the way they stop and sort of lift their heads as if they're sensing the time somehow. And it's getting on past darkness time. So Lola's trying to get those two out of the house, and then we'll trundle off to bed. So I don't know who gets more fun out of their toys, them or me. I get a great deal of fun out of watching them. Yes, anyway, that's quite enough, isn't it? So, enough from me. See you next time. Bye.